made a huge statement at the last event, picking up a big victory against Warhorse and Colby Red, that version of Steel Court, and now they're coming out here with an opportunity, I believe, for the tag team championships.
Ty, we saw this dynamic trio make an impact here in Ryse. Primal Fear has returned.
And you got to think a victory here tonight will set them up with that opportunity for the titles.
Ty, in many ways, 2022 is a year for breakout athletes to make their name on many different platforms in professional wrestling. These three young men have been making waves everywhere they've gone across the independent scene.
All Elite Wrestling, Ring of Honor, absolutely killing it nationally. Wait a second, I know that music. You gotta be kidding me. How did we get the Brood? Okay.
I think these fellows have seen too many Wesley Snipes movies. That's all I'm going to say.
I think these fellows are big fans of 90s pro wrestling, and they are feeling themselves, and I get it. They're a great success, and they've shown, look at all the gold that they carry. That is indeed the definition of great success. We're going to hear from Joey now.
Why are these guys making a joke out of this event here?
Ladies and gentlemen of the wonderful Union Town Hall. Guys, I want you to hear this too. I have something for you guys out.
They're a bunch of demented cosplayers, that's what they are.
Jordan, I missed last month. I was in Florida, and you want to know the truth? I actually missed these people, guys.
For some reason, I'm doubting his sincerity.
We are back and better than ever. We are the great success. I am the superior athlete, the superior man, Joey Sincerity. This is the great Alexander. This is a successful saint, Jordan Styles. And you know what? You want to know what? We just got a little bit better. We got magnificent, baby. This man right here, magnificent. Gerard Garrett. We are the great success. And before we get started with the Lost Boys,
The Lost Boys, they're dressed as
I got
vampires.
something special for you, big man. You see how we, right here, Ron Dog, you see how we can run this under the freeware rule, which means you are 25% and Ryse Tag Team Champion.
The math checks out.
And we sincerely can do math. I wonder what Buddy Roberts would think of this guy.
Something you'll never be.
I don't think Terry Bam Bam Gordy would be impressed with any of this. But that's Ryse
He
management.
just get off the Royal Field. Why is he wearing those boots?
Chris LaRusso at ringside.
Alright, enough's enough of this people. Actually, wait a minute. So, the Freebird rule says that a four-man or a three-man group can hold the tag team titles, right? Right? That's what the Freebird rule says. Well, I see a four-man group here, and I see a three-man group there, so if the Freebird rule applies to you, it should also apply to them. So right here, right now, this match is now
matches for the tag titles.
Ty, you were talking about them earning a
I
championship.
thought this was to earn a
This
championship
could
match.
be the championship. There's a cover.
And it is all broken down here.
Well, Sinceri just talked their way into a championship defense. That's what happened. Sinceri ran his mouth, and now they're getting what they deserve. And Primal Fear are tag team continuity personified. These guys are a well-oiled machine, and Great Alexander is finding that out right here.
He is getting hit from so many different angles at such speed. I'm not even going to try to call this action.
Primal Fear could walk out of this building with those Ryse tag team titles. Matthew Owen, Gabriel Hodder, Adrian, they're all there taking out the Great Alexander right here.
Soriano and Hodder on the outside. Omen in the ring.
And I believe Alexander may be seeing double of all of them. He may be seeing 6 athletes in there.
He's in a bad way for sure. Luckily able to get to the floor. And Primal Fear holds the high ground.
And I'm loving this right now, man. The Great Success came out here. They treated this like a joke. They thought they were going to have fun, make fun of everybody.
They were kids having a good time.
Well, now their titles are in jeopardy.
That's true. That's very
They
true.
talked themselves into a title defense. And now the Great Success are trying to regroup, but I don't know how well that's going to work out.
And I'm not sure who's in this matchup. I'm not sure if Magnificent Gerard, I believe it is on the outside.
That's Gerard Garrett.
That's what it is. I'm not sure if he's even involved in this matchup.
From what I can see here, it's going to be Primal Fear as a unit against Great Alexander, Jordan Styles, and Sinceri as the Weagle competitors, but who the hell knows where this is going to go from here.
Wow.
Nicely done. Alexander had no idea which direction that attack was coming from.
And that's so
Offense from
important.
all angles.
That's so important. The changing in direction, the changing in angles, not letting your opponent see where you're coming from is going to help limit the chance of reversals from the opposition.
Blind tag.
Yeah, and Soriano didn't see it.
And Sinceri is obviously going to take advantage of this. I believe these guys realize how much of a threat Primal Fear is to their championships, and now they're going to finally take this thing seriously. All of a sudden, Sinceri is not quite as confident when he has to face someone one-on-one.
It's a smart move to take a rope break and use that distance.
Yeah, leverage maneuver and quick tags. You can speak to how effective those quick tags can be.
Quick tag is so important, making sure you keep your wind.
And exploiting the positioning of the official as well. Now, Ty, I'm going to ask you, I don't mean to put you on the spot here, but you have a PhD in tag team wrestling.
Thank you so much.
So, if you're the Great Success, how do you isolate an opponent here?
Isolating an opponent, everybody does it. Everybody tries to do it the best way. You want to cut the ring in half. Everyone knows, cut the ring in half, keep your corner in your corner. The hard part
Is that why Jordan is putting himself between the members of Primal Fear?
Yes,
Neither of them can make that tag.
has to dig through you to get to the tag. But it's so much more than that. You're going to lose those opportunities. What you want to be able to do is stay fresh so you can recover if that happens. Very rarely do you see someone cut the ring in half and then that leads directly to the victory. But what you do want to do is inflict as much damage while he is coming out. So if Soriano were to get out of the ring, he's not going to be as big a factor later on in the matchup while you're staying fresh, not taking as much offense.
Hooks the leg that time. And Gerard Garrett at ringside, I don't trust that fellow at all. He doesn't look very trustworthy.
Looks magnificent, I will say that.
And if he's running buddies with the Great Success, you know he's not a reputable individual.
I'm a big fan of the tucked in polo, so he's rocking it and I appreciate it. You can see Soriano get closer to the ring and Alexander saying, no, get back over here.
Keeping the opposition boxed in the corner is again Tag Team Wrestling 101. And Jordan Styles, as obnoxious as he is, I believe in 2022 we're going to see just how good Jordan Styles can truly be.
We're seeing it right now.
Lackadaisical cover. You're not going to get it done. First of all, we know the reputation of Primal Fear as a unit coming into Ryse Wrestling. You're not going to get a pinfall victory like that over any of these three.
No, and you notice Soriano kicking out at 2 and not 1. There's no back points in professional wrestling, so Soriano could be on his back, take that breather, and then still kick out at 2. That's that extra second to breathe, so when you have that pocket cover, Soriano can sit there and say, okay, 1, 2, then get the shoulder up, and look at the movement there. But Alexander not going to allow the tag.
Well, things are breaking down here, and I feel bad for this official because trying to keep track of 7 athletes is going to be very difficult. But we know that the Great Success are going to exploit the rules here, going to exploit any advantage.
Great Alexander telling Joe Sincere, get out of the ring, I got this.
And again, if you can see the positioning of Alexander between the members of Primal Fear.
This crowd getting behind Primal Fear. And it looks like Soriano's feeling it.
Miscued by Alexander. It comes harder. Gabriel Hodder is going to work, man. He has been itching to get into this matchup, and he came out like a house of fire off that apron.
Wow. Beautiful scoop slam.
And you can see Great Alexander all out of sorts here. He's on Dream Street. Up and over here. Nice agility. And then we're seeing Gerard Garrett getting involved just like we expected. This is a Ryse tag team title match, and it's being marred by the Great Success here.
It's the numbers advantage. They're going to utilize it. There's just too much for one referee to try to maintain here.
Gabriel Hodder's getting bucked at ringside. Soriano and Odin are losing their minds on the apron, and I can't blame them. We knew this 6-man tag matchup would be wild, but to have an impromptu tag team title match here is, you just never know what's going to happen on a live Ryse event, man, I'll tell you that.
Big discus lariat there from Jordan Styles, another blocky cover. I think Jordan's determined to get the win with that cover.
And again, we're going to see
veteran official manipulation here.
Blatant interference. Gerard Garrett at ringside. Obviously, this is a plan these guys hatched a long time ago. You have to wonder how much is Primal Fear as a unit going to be able to take because the odds are against them, no matter how talented you are.
Back elbow. Hodder now fighting back. With a big slam, Jordan Styles able to recover and follows up with another big slam here, but no! Hodder's out the back door.
And can he make that tag? And the referee needs to assert some authority.
Styles make a legal tag there, I'm not sure. Omen's in the ring.
Rolling elbow, back elbow combination.
The low bridge.
Look out.
Wow. The speed, the quickness that all three of these members of Primal Fear are able to move. On display here with Matthew Omen.
We could be getting closer and closer to new champions! Shoulders down! Man, you don't get any closer than that.
Now, and Styles trying to break up the pinfall, wasn't able to. Sincere lucky to kick out there.
Jordan elevates him here.
Fire and scary, what are we going to see? Huge blockbuster, neck breaker. Samoan drop for the win now.
Ty, who's legal?
You know, it's not my job to know that. It's the officials, and I'm hoping that he does.
Oh, man.
I have never seen a more powerful Uranagi in my life.
We have anarchy here in Ryse Wrestling. Sincere may be the last man standing, but not for long. Telegraphed it, got caught, and got planted.
Everyone down. Primal Fear trying to collect themselves on one side of the ring.
We have a pivotal point in this contest here, Ty. The first team to their feet will have an advantage here.
The official not even bothering to count. Battle lines drawn, and here we go.
And it's broken down to a slugfest. All the finesse in the world is out the window. We know how skilled Primal Fear is. We know how skilled the Great Success can be, but it's down to a slugfest. It's down to a fight.
Everybody to the floor. Primal Fear holds the ring again. And I have to quit gambling because I had my money on the Great Success, but it's not looking good right now.
They're unsafe out there. Look out.
Drop kick, hard at the table.
Oh, man. Home run swing right here.
Soriano with the low bridge.
Senton takes out everybody.
Wait a second. Sincere wasn't part of the march. What an arm drag. What a boot.
Hot shot. He got hung up right there.
Wow. Beautiful. We're seeing Owen and Sincere. Neither one wanting to give up wrist control here.
It's like a hockey fight out here, Ty.
Look at these two. Shot for shot on the same page.
You want to talk about tag team competition? That's Ryse Wrestling.
Wow, another big back elbow.
You heard the impact.
Joey Sincere, world travel.
Sincere got caught.
He's seen so many different styles, but has he seen Sincere slice?
He
Right
got
on the top of his
spiked.
head.
Absolutely spiked. Sincere couldn't go for that K-Rana. No water in the pool. Forget about it. Miscue from Sincere. New champs time! New champs!
We have new tag team champions!
Primal Fear! Primal Fear!
And the Freeborn Room giveth, and the Freeborn Room taketh away. Primal Fear are the new Ryse Tag Team Champions.
We talked about the great success talking themselves into a title defense. Well, they just talked themselves out of the Ryse Tag Team Champions. Primal Fear, brand new champions. Anything can happen live at Ryse Wrestling. Complexion of the tag team division has changed before our very eyes. Ty, you held those titles first, but Primal Fear holds them right now.
And I don't know who is going to take the titles off of those three wild dogs. Primal Fear.
And as we're going to get ready to go to intermission before our second half here, and that'll give us a chance to reset, to try to recollect ourselves.
Wait a second!
Wait. What the hell is this? They just blindsided Sinceri, Gerard Garrett, and it looks like Alexander and Styles are objecting to this. Garrett may have had other plans.
You bring a stranger into the group, you don't know what they're going to do.
Oh, wait a minute, Sinceri.
No, whoa!
Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Well, you can't trust jackals, and that's exactly what these guys are. They're gonna pick the bones of Sinceri. A 3-on-1, and Sinceri's done a lot of things, but I don't know if he deserves this.
Wow.
There's no honor among thieves, I'll tell you that, man. And very quickly, it looks like the great success is transforming before our eyes here. This is sick. Gerard Garrett. When's enough here? Sinceri cannot stand. Ty, he's defenseless.
He's making a statement.
Sinceri may be unconscious, and he's being mugged here. And as I said, Sinceri deserves a lot of things. I don't know if even he deserves this.
Gray Alexander is having one of the best years of anyone in this company. He is easily the most improved wrestler on this Ryse roster in 2022. And he's showing Great Alexander, he's showing Joey Sinceri, we don't need you anymore. We have me. And you have to wonder, is the great success better off now than they were just 2 minutes ago?
Here's the question, Ty.